Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat, welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about everything Season 7. Now I know this is a little bit of a weird video because obviously Season 7 is 10 days away, but I've got a bunch of leaks, information, and what we can expect from Fortnite Season 7. So I've been discussing this with a few different people around in the community, and I thought I'd put together a video for you guys of everything that we can most likely expect in Season 7, and some things that we may actually get a little bit hyped for. So before we get too far into this video, I just want to say shout out to everybody on screen now who has recently been supporting me as their supporter creator code. There's a bunch of shout outs coming up in this video, so you can see them all on screen right now. And if you guys would like a shout out in the future, don't forget to go and tweet me at PostboxPat with you guys purchasing something with my supporter creator code. Now, one thing to note, which I advise, is only purchase something if you actually want it. I would not recommend purchasing it just to support me. Only purchase something in the item store if you want it using my support creator code. Now, there are a bunch of cool items at the minute, to be honest. The rock out emote's pretty cool, and the 2 new skins which have been added in are pretty nice. So it's up to you guys what you want to purchase, but it is your decision. Let's get straight into it, starting with the release date of Season 7. So Season 7 is actually not that far away at all. We've actually only got roughly about 10 to 11 days depending on when you're looking at the challenges, which will take us either to the 4th of December, which seems ideal because usually Fortnite drop their updates on a Tuesday, or the 5th of December, which would be the Wednesday, which is the day after. Or they could delay it by a week till the 11th, which is highly unlikely, but we'll have to see exactly what's going to happen with Season 7. So we've had no leaks at all from the official Fortnite page regarding Season 7, which is interesting, and it's something I didn't really expect at all. I personally expected to get a few leaks from Fortnite themselves, but nothing just yet. When we're going to get the leaks from Fortnite is probably going to be closer to the time. So if you take a little look at the calendar, basically around probably the Thursday or the Friday, so the 30th of December, 30th of November, sorry, the 1st of December and the 2nd of December, and the 3rd are most likely they're going to be the days where we get 4 like kind of sneak peeks, or maybe even 3. So the 1st of December, the 2nd and the 3rd could be the days where we get the sneak peeks regarding Season 7. Usually they release 3 or 4 sneak peeks. It's usually 3, but sometimes it's 4, depends on what you like where you're looking at in the past. Sometimes they do 3, sometimes they do 4. So we can probably expect Fortnite to introduce a few other kind of leaks and sneaks from there, which is going to be really cool, which I'm really excited about. But not only with that, we can also expect a lot of new things to the map. So I've got so many things I want to talk about in this leaked kind of video, because there has been a few leaks around and a few like theories and stuff, conspiracy theories, where people are kind of putting together pieces that they've found and kind of making exactly how Season 7 is going to work. So the first thing, which is so obvious guys, which I've been covering in all my map change videos, is snow on the Fortnite map. Now, snow itself is coming from the snow cloud, which you guys can see on screen right now. The snow cloud has been getting closer and closer, according to a lot of people on Twitter. So I'm just going to take their word for it on that. And to be honest, when I do look at it, it does definitely look like it's getting slightly closer. So by the end of the week, we'll probably see this snow cloud almost, maybe not there, but I was about to say by the spawn island, but almost by the spawn island, should I say. Probably a little bit closer to the spawn island, but not like right next to it, but you know what I mean, just quite close to it. So we'll expect the map to be snowy for Season 7, but that's the most obvious thing, and you guys are probably like, Pat, I don't want to hear that. So let's move on to the next thing, which is pretty interesting. So the next one is going to be regarding the events in Season 7. So if we take a look at past Fortnite like seasons, we've had a few events there and then, and the events themselves have been mainly in Season 4 and Season 6, the even numbers of the seasons. So if we take a look at Season 5, we still got events, but they were in-game events in real time. They weren't official events that were announced by Fortnite. So they were still events, but they were in-game events, and they were right at the end of the season with the cubes spawning in and the kind of like the sky and like firing lightning down and stuff like that. It wasn't like an official event announced by Fortnite. Now there are 3 different types of events which I've talked about in the past. You've got the official events announced by Fortnite. You've got the in-game events, which are still official, but they're not announced. And you've also got the restart event, which actually requires you to restart your game to actually see what's happened during that event. That one comes under kind of the real event or the real-time events, but you have to restart. And then the 3rd event, which I like to class it as, is the public event, which is an event that YouTubers or streamers or Twitter people who leak stuff, Fortnite news sources, they're the sort of things that can host public events. So You know, that's the difference between the 3 events, just if you've forgotten. But yeah, so we're probably going to get a lot of real-time events in Season 7 and no officially announced events. So that brings me to say that we're probably going to get some snowstorm type event, something that's going to cause something to happen throughout the map during Season 7. Now, I personally feel like Season 7 will be a big stale season throughout Christmas. It'll just be Christmas stuff popping up all over the map. There won't be anything storyline related really going on, and we'll probably see in the loading screens a lot of kind of Christmas themed celebration loading screens leading up to around New Year. Now after New Year, that's when we'll start to see the events taking place. This is exactly what happened in Season 5 up to about week 7 or 8. That's when the cubes started to actually take action and spawn in and destroy all the cactuses. So we had a lot of stuff going on in the map really towards the end of Season 5, but nothing major. So that's what happened in Season 5, and that's probably what's going to happen in Season 7. It's just going to be a repeat of Season 5. However, rather than being completely dull and boring, like Season 5 in my opinion had nothing really amazing about it apart from Dusty got his museum, and obviously the storyline was amazing after week 7, but up to week 7 I thought Season 5 was probably the dullest season of Fortnite. But regarding Season 7, we've obviously got the Christmas season to fill in for that, which is probably going to have a few cool events in game. Like when I say in-game events, I mean like kind of like little things going on, like challenges, for example Christmas tree challenges, other stuff like that going on all over the map. That's the sort of stuff we can expect to happen with the Christmas event, or a bit like the Fortnitemares type thing. That's what I mean. We're probably going to get like LTMs and stuff regarding Christmas stuff, which would be really cool, but nothing really related to the storyline, whereas Fortnitemares was a huge part in the storyline. I can't see the Christmas event being massive in the storyline. I can't see AIM kind of taking over the Fortnite storyline for Christmas. I just don't see that as a possibility. That's just my opinion on it anyway, and that's what I believe about the Season 7 stuff. So that's why I'm saying that, and that's why I think we're probably not going to see anything regarding the Season 7 storyline there. But what else can we expect from Season 7? Well, there's been a few leaks around on Twitter that I've seen, and they're actually showing things like new point of interests, and also a brand new vehicle has been added to the files, apparently. People have been saying this on Twitter, people have been texting me and messaging me and all sorts, saying, Pat, have you heard about the new vehicle and stuff? And I haven't really looked into it too much, so I just took their word for it. And I'm going to go over a few ideas that I've personally got regarding this. So if we're going to get a new vehicle and the map's going to be snowy, wouldn't it be cool to get some sort of snowmobile? Now, how exactly would this work? It would just be like the quad, but with 2 people on it, and it would travel a lot faster in snowy areas, and areas that aren't snowy, it just wouldn't work at all. So it would be like a super fast vehicle, the fastest vehicle in the game, with 2 people or even 1 person on it. They could decide how many people they want on it, and it would just travel around the map extremely fast in snowy areas, but in non-snowy areas, it would basically be useless. And I don't think the whole map's going to be covered in snow. I feel like half of it will, or maybe 3/4, but for example, Paradise Palms may not even get snowy at all. So that's what I believe about the Fortnite map during the Christmas season. I am very excited for it. With only 10 to 11 days left until Season 6 ends, it's going to be really cool when Season 7 drops, so I'm really excited for that. So obviously snow on the ground, a new vehicle, that's quite an obvious thing that we can expect hopefully mid-Season 7. We'll probably see it towards the end. I guess they'll probably introduce a new consumable at the start of Season 7. For those who have been wondering, yes, we can expect a new consumable at the start of Season 7. A little bit like we had with the first, we had the Hot Rocks, and then in Season 5, we had the Rifts, which aren't exactly a consumable, and then in Season 6, we had the consumable, like cube shadow stone type things where you kind of eat them and you turn into a shadow, which is pretty cool. So I guess in Season 7, we're probably going to expect something brand new with that. Also, obvious things as like Christmas themes around the map, so snowmen, a lot of other things like that as well. We're going to get presents, Christmas trees, maybe even sleighs, maybe even elves, maybe even reindeers. We don't know exactly what we're going to get on the map, but another good theory that a lot of people have been having regarding point of interest changes, which I thought I'd add into this video because some people have been messaging me about it and saying, Pat, what do you think for the Season 7 point of interests? Well, there's been a few different theories around, and my favourite theory that some fans have been telling me and they've been commenting it a lot is the idea of Flush Factory turning into kind of a Christmas factory where they produce toys or whatever they want to produce for Christmas, obviously, and then, yeah, that's where the elves are going to be located, and that'd be a really cool concept. I'd love Flush Factory to turn into something like that, and I feel like it's the perfect location for it because Flush Factory is obviously the idea of Flush Factory. It's like a toilet factory, but they could just change it to something else. I don't know, you guys can come up with something in the comment section regarding the name of it. But yeah, it could just produce like toys and different things Christmas related. I think that'd be really cool. Also, regarding factories, people have actually come up with a theory that we could possibly see the old factories reappearing that did get removed, which were in between Dusty and Retail Row. They were somewhere around where I'm looking right now. They did get removed, unfortunately, due to, I don't know why, I think it was because of the meteorite area. They just didn't want anything here, but they were just located roughly where I'm looking right now. So I guess somewhere around here they could reintroduce these factories and have them as a Christmas type theme. Also, regarding big map changes, we're probably going to expect a brand new location being added in this update. Now, if you take a look at the map that I've got on screen, it's only a little one in replay mode, but general locations that we can expect to get destroyed. For example, Lucky Landing could get changed to more of a New Year type feeling type thing. We've also got Snobby Shores, which has kind of been a location which has been dead for a while, but you could also say that about Lonely Lodge. So them two are up for kind of a grab. One of them could get removed and replaced. We could also get Junk Junction getting absolutely, like, getting rid of the junk at Junk Junction would be pretty cool. I've seen a few posts on Reddit now and then where people have been posting ideas that they could do at Junk and actually kind of refresh it up, because all the junk's still there, but maybe recycle the junk and make it something else. So I feel like that would be pretty cool. It'd still be classed as Junk Junction, but it'd be a brand new area using the junk that is currently there. They could actually turn the metal into something new and remake or redesign the area. Kind of, they've got rid of all the junk and they've turned it into something brand new, which would be awesome. So I'd love that. Haunted Hills, I guess they're going to have to keep that because they've added in this upper section. But to be honest, I don't see many people landing in this section. So removing this from the game wouldn't be too much of a harm, in my opinion. But that's up to them. Epic Games will have to decide that. This area is a big dead area and could get a brand new point of interest if they cut down the Snobby Shores. So this kind of side of the map would work perfectly for that. You've got the woods here that leads into Pleasant Park. We could expect this area here to get a brand new Christmas themed area, hopefully, with Snobby Shores being cut back and redesigned into something else. I feel like that would be the perfect idea for Fortnite for a new point of interest. Obviously, Season 7 now is all set. And for Paradise Palms, I believe Paradise Palms should be changed to this sort of colour, because obviously the snow is going to be trying to fall on Paradise, but it's probably going to be rain because it is a desert. So it'd be pretty cool if Paradise could kind of change its sands kind of a little bit kind of grassy and a little bit muddy, which would be pretty cool. So I'm hoping for something like that during Season 7. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know down in the comment section down below what you think regarding Season 7 and regarding the theories that you guys have got. Please do comment them down below. These are all the leaks and theories that I've gathered from near enough the last 3 weeks of people messaging me, tweeting me, and just things that I've saved in my head, in my memory, should I say. And they're just things that I wanted to cover for you guys because a lot of people have been asking, what do you think about Season 7 part? So that's everything in this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And once again, if you're new around here, please do stick around for daily Fortnite content. And this is Postbox Pat, signing out.